Hello. Ooh, that kind of threw me off for a second there. Okay, we're fixing our lights, camera, action. I took some self inventory. Let me see this right here. No, cause not today. Um, and I'm growing. I am definitely growing with you guys doing this show. I'm getting better and better, but sometimes I feel like I'm yelling, and I don't know why I'm screaming. Y'all sitting right there. I'm sitting right here. Here go the microphone. Can you see the microphone? Oh, here go the microphone. I'm like, ah! So I think I'm going to learn to chill. Hmm. Take my deep breaths. Okay, today we're doing something really, really cool and really, really different. It's girls' night. Girls' night in. Miss Carmen, it's girls' night in. We live. We live. Oh, that is my girl right there. Y'all just don't know that sexy piece of love. You
I'm
look
so
like
happy to see you.
you look like a happily married woman.
I'm very happily married. Skin
Ooh.
just glowing.
Ooh. So it's girls' night. Kurupt standing us up, y'all. He's on tour. But I'm like, we want to see that. I took y'all on set. I would love to see the Kurupt tour. I don't know what he's calling it. Do you know, Forrest?
He need to give us some behind the scenes
Let
exclusives.
you introduce, tell a couple jokes.
Yeah.
So talk to me. I want to know what's up, St. Louis. Okay, I overheard my husband complimenting you on how classy and beautiful your background is, and I concur.
Thank
I
you so much.
That St. Louis clock is everything. So we're representing our skylines, y'all. That Midweezy
Got
skyline.
to. Got to. And
So and
I
go
just
ahead.
want to talk about the studio that we have in our house now. So everybody was on lockdown, and my
Right?
husband is an entertainer as well, and so we had a guest room, which is really good. Because you have people come visit, and you want to have space for them. And he had been telling me he wanted to, get rid of the bed. And I'm like, where my mama gonna stay when she come? You can't be getting rid of the bed in the guest room. He was like, no, I got this vision.
That's
We can
money,
do
honey,
this.
money. I like him
Baby,
already.
I tell you, we put that bed on the curb, baby. They came pick that bed. We couldn't even get that bed outside the door for somebody came, needed a bed, pick that bed up.
See,
And we
we
totally
planning that mom get a house next door. You know what I'm
baby,
saying?
mom gonna have
A
to get a
guest house.
hotel, baby.
Okay, or even better, because she can have room service and still enjoy a little me time, and come
Or like
through.
we really still have enough room for like this that I'm sitting on is it's a couch, but it's like a lounge. So
But
it's
it's
really
white,
long and it's
girl.
really
You
comfortable.
you need my mama plastic covers. My mama did
Girl,
plastic covers when I was
baby, how
growing
you
up.
itching and sweating?
It ain't in
But
cold
yeah,
and
so
cracking when it's cold outside. It ain't cute, but I'm just suggesting. I'm just saying that is white.
yeah,
You
so
don't
we
want no
switched it.
makeup. Mama got to wash
That's cool
all the
too.
makeup off. But it's okay because we love mama. We gonna make sure if y'all got to get up out y'all bed, mama got to be comfortable.
Right. So
Right.
we making it work. I love our new studio. So the studio is a room, and on this side is my side, and then
Okay.
my husband has his side, and it looks like you can't even tell that it's the same room if you
That
were to
is
see his
so hot.
background.
Like a
And
real
so
studio, different
yes,
setups. Is
yes,
he
and then we
around?
have green
I wanna meet hubby. Is he there?
husband.
Everybody,
They
y'all
want
want
to
to meet
say
too, right?
hi.
Yes. I can't wait because you guys do a lot of skits,
Yeah.
sketch on Instagram, on IG. And you
Yeah.
guys are so cute. Like every single one. Why am I still screaming? I don't know what is wrong.
It's a habit. I'm kind of screaming too.
I feel like I'm trying to reach you in St. Louis, even though I know you ain't in St. Louis. Just so loud.
We
Lord have
should be
mercy.
ashamed of ourselves for not connecting before now, but we're gonna pick it
I
up and we're
know
gonna
we
do
really
that.
are, but it's not our fault. The government been having us on lockdown and having us
All like
all
on
under
lockdown.
like the frame of mind that we can't connect. It's not
Right.
healthy to connect. So things are opening back up, and we got to do our annual or semi-annual or tri-annual something together. Now, we're gonna be double date. We can go on double vacations and stuff.
Girl, I'm so here for a vacation.
Girl.
I'm
And the
quick
rates are low. The rates are real cute.
low. And you know what I learned, Paula, that I didn't even really process. My friends have been going on vacation and they've been coming to California, going to like all these different parts in California. And I'm like, I'm right here in California. I'm like,
And
I ain't
don't
never
go to
been to
those
Newport
places.
Beach.
Right,
Yeah, I
right.
ain't never been to
Real
Newport Beach.
sexy.
Top
Whale
girl.
watching. We can do some of that.
Yeah.
I really want to go camping. Like, I know it sounds real Caucasian of me, but it's just not. In Africa, we sleep under the stars. I
Yeah.
really want to, you're looking real like tentative, but there's some real
I
cute.
don't know about camping. If when you said that, I started itching immediately because all I could think about camping is like slipping outside. Girl, I got a whole itch all over my body when you
Okay,
said
well,
camping.
they
But
got glamping. Like the San Diego Zoo has a new like African safari where you can sleep outside with the animals in a tent or in a cute little cabin. No.
San Diego Zoo, correct me if I'm wrong, but ain't that the zoo where the tiger got out and killed some people? I think that's the zoo. I think it's the zoo.
I don't think the tiger gonna be on the side we on. It's just elephants. Elephants.
Hold up. When I tell you,
And
I kid you,
lions.
I dreamed 2 nights ago. I had a dream about an elephant. I was at the beach, and the elephant was in the beach taking pictures. So you know what?
Taking pictures of you. The elephant was taking the pictures.
Now he was taking pictures like with the people that I was with. You know what
Okay,
I'm
because I was
saying?
about to say that's a great dream. That's a
Right.
dream
He
of
was posing.
prosperity.
I don't know if his trunk game was that strong, but he was posing for the pictures. It was like
No,
a
he
little baby
ready,
elephant,
honey.
and it was so weird to me.
His trunk game is all the way strong. I'm
But you
testifying for
bringing
you.
that back up, that lets me know I really believe in dreams. I really believe that there are
Yes.
meaningful. And then you bringing that back up, that really lets me know that I can see an African safari somewhere in our future.
Until we get to the real thing.
Right.
I want to go to Africa and safari. That's the
Really do.
that's the prayer.
It's
So
on my bucket list.
speaking of dreams, has your dream always been to be a stand-up comedian? I mean, did you just as a little girl were you like the clown, the class clown and clowning teacher and whoever
I
else?
was I was definitely the class clown in school. Even in preschool, I remember my preschool teacher having a meeting with my mom and telling her, like, you really need to get her into performing arts school because this girl is so dramatic. Like, we'll have song time and Carmen will be on the table dancing dramatically, like we've never seen anything like this before. And so it wasn't until later in life, I was in my late 30s when I
Now that's
decided to.
later in life. So what
I'm sorry,
made
no,
you?
no, late 20s. I'm sorry,
Girl,
late
you
20s.
said late 30s. I was about to really applaud. Like,
Yeah,
yes,
I was like
diva.
20. I was 28 actually when
Okay.
I began to pursue comedy. I really wanted to be an actress, and
Okay.
I did the research. I read this book called Purpose Driven Life by Pastor
Yes.
Rick Warren. It's an
Yes.
amazing book.
Yes.
And so I was inspired by the book, and it was a combination of the book and Fantasia.
It's not all about you. Is that the first line? But okay, go ahead. Finish.
Exactly. And it's about what God put you on this earth to do. And
Right.
so when I was reading the book and I was watching, Fantasia had a lot to do with it. Fantasia,
Yes, honey. Yes.
And so
I voted for her.
I definitely did. And it was the season that she won, and just watching American Idol that season and watching her go for her dreams, having the whole world against her. It was just so inspiring. So between the book and Fantasia, I decided to pursue my dream.
So
and
what were you doing before then? Because I know you have a son.
I have 2 sons. I have a 26-year-old and a 23-year-old, and then my daughter will be 21.
Yeah, so you were being full-time mommy.
Yes, I worked in medical reimbursement. So I was in St. Louis.
What does that mean?
I was a bill collector for the hospitals.
So was you cracking jokes while you was doing that?
I wasn't cracking jokes. I was cracking jokes in the break room and in the beauty shop. I was like a prankster at work. Like one time I was like I was doing comedy at the same time. I was really, really tired, and I put some popcorn in the microwave for 10 minutes, and they had to call the fire marshal because the whole microwave like blew up, and it was smoke everywhere. And I blamed it on this old lady named Margaret. And we got to chill for like 2 hours while the fire department cleared everything out. That's how tough I did at work. So
poor Margaret. Mark, I didn't make no popcorns.
Margaret was so old and see now she thought she did remember.
I love Margaret. I love Margaret. Okay, so you started pursuing comedy.
Yeah, I started pursuing comedy.
How did that come about? How'd you get from the office to the stage? For those of us out here who want to get out of the office and get on the stage and become a professional comedian, which is what you are. You make quite a lovely living doing stand-up comedian work around the world. So yes, bless us with your knowledge.
Basically what I did was upon researching actors and actresses, I learned that the most successful actors are stand-up comics. And I looked at everybody, a broad spectrum of them, from Bill Cosby, Martin Lawrence to even the Robin Williams, and all of them, and Roseanne Barr was another one. And I looked at
like the women, the women too,
I looked at how successful they were. Monique was a big one. I was a big fan of Monique during the time that she had the sitcom, and I learned that once you have mastered the art of comedy, which is the most difficult form of entertainment, once you're able to, get the script and practice, and you know what I'm saying? If you mess up, you can do it over. Like, that's nothing for a stand-up comic, because when you're on stage, it's you and the mic and the audience. You got to make it all laugh collectively, people from all different races, colors, and creeds. And to do that's the most difficult thing. So once you've mastered that, acting is a walk in the park. I'm like, let me start off with the most difficult thing. So I was working my job, and I was trying to get on open mics. They had an open mic at the Funny Bone in Westport in St. Louis. And so, you got to put like an essay in for them to pick you. So every week I'm like, hey, I'm putting in my essay. I'm telling them about the book, telling them about that.
Like literally, you gotta turn in something written.
So they I'm telling them like why they report. Pick me because I'm funny. They didn't pick me, baby. I'm going week after week. They never picked me. So finally, one day, I said, let me twist my essay. Let me write something a little different. I wrote down, hey, guess what? I can bring a lot of people who are paid to come and see me. And I've been doing this for years. So pick me if you want to get that money.
That's right.
Like, they picked me. It was Tuesday night. It was February 25th, 2005. And I had court the same day. I was going through a lot of drama in my life. And I think I had an assault charge or something. Somebody... baby mama, I had got into with.
Hold up, wait a minute. I need that story. You caught an assault charge before your first time going up. Who did you assault?
It was at the time. It was my boyfriend's wife, or was this his baby mama? Somebody, some other woman, some love triangle shit. Paula.
My boyfriend's wife. That's the name of a movie.
Baby,
that should be the title of your next stand-up tour. My boyfriend's wife.
Boyfriend's wife. Oh, that does have a ring to it, doesn't it? So I go to court.
You beat an ass. Right.
So
classily, of course. Classily.
Okay. So court is that.
Okay, wait a minute. You know I'm nosy. I need why why you had to beat the bitch ass? Did she catch y'all together? What went down that you deemed it necessary to have to whoop on that ass? Whoop
So
that
basically,
ass.
I was dating this guy, and we had been dating for a while. And when I first started dating him, he seemed really suspicious. You know how you can tell.
Something
Like I
ain't
never
right.
went over his house. He
Mm-hmm.
always come over my house, and I'm like, this
Mm-hmm.
seemed a little fishy. So
Mm-hmm.
when I began to pull back, he ended up getting an apartment. You know, so I'm chilling at his house. Then I was like, how come I can't meet your kids? You all over here with my kids. Where your kids at? So he brought the kids to one of my kids' birthday party. So I met the kids and we was going to church together. He was a musician at the church and everything was good. So after service one day, this lady walked up to me and she was all like, I just had to see the woman that my husband left me for. And I was like, excuse me, girl, I'm not that woman because I've been with him and he been broke up from you because
That's what
he
he
was living with
said.
his auntie before.
Mm-hmm.
Come to find out he had been lying. He left her house and got the apartment, and everything all came out. And I was like, how could I really trust you?
Wait a minute. You skipped over the part where you beat her ass in church.
No, I didn't beat her ass in church. That wasn't. She approached me at church.
Oh, you
So
waited.
after
Good.
after we met,
I mean, I wouldn't have,
and
I'm sure Jesus wouldn't have been mad if you had to,
I
but
don't
I'm
think
just
he would
saying
because it would
that
have
was
been self
very
defense.
classy of you.
Right.
I
So
love you.
after we met and after it came out, I was still dealing with him. I didn't really trust him, but he was like paying a lot of my bills. I had to
Oh,
wean
he had
myself
to,
off of
yeah.
him.
He
Yeah,
needed
I
to,
couldn't just cut him off cold
yeah.
turkey. You know what I'm saying?
What blue
Wean him
can't
out
trust?
for
Hit him up. You had to hit his ass up. Not after all
okay.
that.
So I
You
got
trying to
I just
contact
got
Jesus
to
and the
up
devil
with her.
walking up in your face.
Yeah. So
What's
she was
that?
like, I told you that he was married 2 months ago and you still dealing with him because she approached me and she was like, I can't believe you still dealing with him after I told you that he was married. And I'm basically like, and now we at his apartment. So she like, well, I'm dealing with him. That's why I'm over here at his apartment. I'll be over here with him, even though he moved
Okay.
out. And
Let's pause for 5 seconds. When we were on that show, which we shall not name the name,
okay,
you
but
did
everybody
say,
know.
you and another one of our friends did say that y'all don't mind fucking with a married nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Is that true or false? Not
I'm
true.
not
Okay, now do you have a different perspective? Now that you're married, now that you know what it feels like to have that man of your own, do you see what I was trying to tell you, what you deserve?
yeah, I always had a different. I was never like a supporter where I was pursuing a married man,
No,
and
never.
you know, it never really happens like that. But I'm not gonna go as
No.
far as to say that I haven't never messed with a
They
married man.
lie. Yes,
Yeah,
they lie.
so I've never really been, a supporter of it or seeking out for it, but you just get older, you get wiser, you know what I'm saying? So I
Mm-hmm.
learned from that experience with him, you
You hear
lying in the
that, young
beginning.
ladies out there? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so my whole thing is that
Couple
like just
bills
like
paid is cute. Bill or
yeah,
two
I
here.
can tell,
Yes.
you can
Sugar
always tell
daddy.
when something is fishy. So a lot of women they seek out for a married man because we in the day and age now
Right.
where like it's cool to be the side chick. Side
Right.
chicks
Like
out
I
here
get it. I
winning,
get it.
honey.
I
You know
get
what
it.
I'm
But
saying?
I don't want it.
Exactly.
I rebuke
So
you. Okay.
yeah.
So, but I get where you were because that major fiasco going on in your life brought you to a tremendous blessing. And it
Mm-hmm.
seems like it's always darkest before the dawn, and
Yeah.
I know you were probably in your mind like, what on earth? But then you get up on that Tuesday, and how was it? That first day on stage?
It was amazing. And I just want to double back really quick to
Okay.
say
Go to your world for the
after
next.
after all this drama, Paula,
Uh-huh.
because we did have a physical confrontation, and I
You
had to go
and
to
the lady.
me and the lady,
And you had to
and
go to court for it?
Yeah, I had to go to court for it, and it was just a lot. But years later, as I matured, because like I said, at the time I was like 27, 28,
And
and
how old was
um,
she?
years later, she was way older than me. She was
Right,
like in her 40s, you know.
right, right.
So I did circle back and I did reach out to her and I
Oh
did
wow,
apologize to her for the part that I played
such a great
because
woman.
at the end of the day, she was fighting for her marriage. Her husband had
Right.
left her and she had contacted me and she was telling me about how hurt she was that he was cheating and that he moved and got another apartment and he had left her and her kids. And I was like, well, I don't know what you want me to do because apparently,
Right.
you
You,
know,
baby, if you
so
were, you know,
okay,
I get it.
but
I
at the
get
end of the day,
it.
it was
We
really
be
never,
thinking
it was
we
really
cute.
not her fault. You know what I'm saying? And her coming to me, she had every reason to be defensive against me. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I
You
did
are
reach out
pretty
to her.
young and you know,
And so I
popping.
did reach out to her.
Right.
They did reconcile briefly after I stopped messing with him, but eventually they ended up
But
breaking
isn't
up.
that what it's all about? Because
Yeah.
in reality, if there was, you know, if their relationship was tight, you wouldn't have been able to come
Mm-hmm.
between that, you know.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of times we wives want to put the blame on women because men are weak. And
Mm-hmm.
women, if you do say no, that would be the honorable thing to do. But in reality, if your relationship is tight, then I'm hoping that doesn't necessitate a man to feel that he needs to seek elsewhere. So,
Because he definitely did seek. He definitely did seek. And
right,
then when I began to pull back and be suspicious, he corrected everything. How
right.
come I can't meet your kids? How come I can't go to your house? Everything.
So,
And
you know,
so,
it's the age, the you know, age old adage, men are dogs, but are all men dogs? You know,
mm-hmm.
do they being a married woman and being around a lot of other married women in our neighborhood, there's like maybe two guys out of the 12 years I've been here that have cheated. And we all knew. Maybe three, maybe
Mm-hmm.
four, you know, but
Yeah.
that's not a lot, you know, and got caught, you
Yeah.
know. So
Right.
it stands to reason we as women have to do more before the necessity arrives so that we're
Yeah.
not sitting up in some young woman's face mad. You
Mm-hmm.
know, this conversation is 20 shows in and of itself. But
Yes, it is.
yeah, so I think that's so mature of you to have been big enough to go back and talk to her, you know.
Yes, she wasn't as receptive as I would like, but it wasn't really
Right,
about her. It was
right,
more about me. And, just realizing that, I was young, I could have handled it differently. And just being able to empathize with her when she was
right,
fighting for marriage and here this woman is that's really coming in between, even though I'm not gonna make or break your marriage. He gonna make or
right,
break your
right,
marriage. But
right.
I did reach out to her, and I did, and I do feel bad about the way that they went down,
But you
but
know,
I'm not
you're
gonna.
rarely the first. Like, I don't think
Okay,
you're the first that came
well, I
between
definitely
this.
wasn't the last.
Right. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
we can put that in the past. And I'm thankful you shared that with us because I learned something, you know, and I know there's someone out there who also did. So you get on stage, you got all
So
that
I
drama
left
in
court.
your head, and you
I
get on
left court
stage.
because they were taking too long to call my name in court. So I left court and they had a
Uh-oh.
warrant.
Oh no. You caught a
So I was
warrant to
like,
get
am I
on
gonna get a
stage.
warrant? Yeah, am I gonna get a warrant or I'm gonna live my dream? I had to balance it out. You want to go to jail or you want to live this
Dream,
dream? What you gonna do?
dream,
So I
jail.
got dressed up for the show, went to court. They didn't call my name in time. I left court, hit
They
the
too
stage.
slow.
Okay. And when I got to the comedy club, never performed at all. They had all the people they had selected and Paula. I was the only woman and I was the only person of color. It was all white men. And each one of us was slotted to do our time. I had never went on stage. I had no idea what I was going to talk about. I had never done it before. They all had their notebooks and pads, and they was writing their jokes out and scratching them out and thinking and prepping. And I'm trying to get my little ponytail right, baby. I had a long point. I'm trying to get my little ponytail right.
Okay.
Right. And so I never will forget this day. I had on pink. I had on my tall pink boots. I had on a pink sweater with stripes. It was different shades of pink. And I went on stage, and it didn't really hit me. Right. It didn't really hit me what I was doing until they called my name to walk on stage. And I was just overcome with fear. And I thought to myself, what am I doing? And as I walked onto the stage, the guy that was hosting, he helped me onto the stage, and he said to me, he said, just go out there and have fun. And when he said that, a big portion of the fear left.
Yes.
And I grabbed the mic. I just started talking. I don't know what I was saying. All I know is that they was laughing, okay? And so, I was just talking, you know, about my hair, about my outfit, and about my kids, and you know, and eventually someone came up like, you got to get off stage because you know you have a light when it's your time. And I ain't know nothing about no light. I didn't know nothing about that, so I was just going way over my time. But it wasn't a big deal because I was so funny. So at the end of the night, Paula, people were walking up to me, telling me that I was the best one and how I killed it. My first time ever on stage. And so I knew that night that this was for me.
That is beautiful. So a lot of comedians say their first night, when they kill it, then their nights thereafter for about a month or so, they kind of tank. Did you consistently kill your your nights thereafter, or did you kind of hit a wall? Or
I definitely hit many walls. It was after that I began to learn the dynamics of stand-up comedy and how it really works. And it's not just talking, and how to organize a set, and how to do the whole setup and punchline and put a set together.
And who were some of the mentors who helped you figure that out before meeting me?
Yes,
I know there were so many
it was so many after I did that spot. I left and I started doing black because that was just white people. They called me back the next week. I did the next week, and then I started performing for black people, which is totally different because white people will laugh at anything. They, you know, they be so happy to see somebody up there. They will laugh at anything, baby. And so, but black people,
I love to laugh.
Baby, black people don't play that, baby.
You gotta work, honey.
Okay.
Because they grew up playing the dozens.
Yes.
You gotta be funnier than their uncle.
Okay. So when I started doing black comedy, they really kept me on my toes. But I did this club called Two St. Louis Brothers. It was on Natural Bridge, and it was on Wednesday night. And they hired me to warm the show up every week. And when I got that job, I came across so many major headliners, people that are huge now. Right. But it was when they were just starting off in their career. So many. Dion Cole, who's huge now. Corey Holcomb, Rodney Perry, Chris Spencer. I just met so many huge. And they all encouraged me to leave St. Louis. They all said that if you really want to make a name for yourself, you got to leave out of St. Louis. And I have been watching the Cedric the Entertainers and the Kathleen Madigans, who started in that same club that I started in. Right. And I knew that I was going to eventually have to leave. And so it was 3 years later when I came to Los Angeles. And that's when I began to really hone my craft. I probably should have honed a little bit more in St. Louis before I came to LA. But I had what it took. So it didn't take me long to come to LA and to begin to work. Yeah.
Oh, wow. How exciting. What a very exciting. So you came out here a single mother with 3 kids.
I left my kids. I left my children. I had a minivan. I had the soccer mom van. I took the seats out of the van, and I just packed all my clothes, all my shoes. I bought my best friend a one-way flight back. We drove across the country.
So
I
you
got a
saved
ticket.
up a little money to
Well,
make
you
the
know, I'm
move.
a hustler, baby. So I was
Right.
getting unemployment. You know, my
That's
job had
right.
fired me 'cause I was doing too much comedy. So I was getting unemployment.
That's great.
And so I think I probably only had like about $700, 800. And I had, you know, friends and everybody
So
that I
so the
met.
insurance place fired you?
Yeah, the medical reimbursement
Yeah,
assumption. I was
that's what
working
it was.
for care. Yeah, they fired me at SLU Care. Um,
Oh, what did
because
Martha
they didn't like
say?
the fact that I was moonlighting, but that was the best thing ever. I'm like, this is time for
Thank
me to go,
you.
baby. What tell you? Thank
Thank
you.
you.
I
Play your
they
role. Play your part.
yeah.
Quit
So
bugging.
I did when I came to LA, I did pick up a job in LA doing the same kind of thing, making much more money.
Oh,
But
good.
I knew that I still had to support my children back home in St. Louis. And my father, who's always been my number one supporter, when I told him about moving to LA, I set him down. I said, Daddy, you know, I'm really funny. I really got something. And everybody told me that I should move to LA. So let's pack up and let's move. And he was like, oh no, baby, we moving to LA, but I got the kids. You search for your
Oh,
dreams.
wow.
You ain't gonna never be happy unless you at least try. It's gonna
Right.
haunt you for the rest of your life. So he said, I got the kids. You go on out there and show them what you got. And so
Mhm.
I left my kids with my daddy, packed my van up, drove out here. I got a job immediately. I was staying with one of my friends in a back house, and I got an apartment and a job within the first month. And then the second month, I got my first TV credit. You know, everybody that I saw in St. Louis, I called them like, you told me to come to LA.
I'm
I'm here.
here.
What's up?
That's
Can I
right.
get on stage?
Fearless. Yes.
So
What sign are you? Tell the people.
I'm an Aries. I'm
Yes.
an Aries, April 15th. And
Fearless.
so yeah, I just, you know, it didn't work out. I thought I was gonna be in LA for about a year before I blew all the way up and was really rich and famous.
It's like 10. Girl, they say 10 years. Takes 10
Right.
years to
So
really get it on the way you want it, the way the
right,
dream facilitates. So
right. And
go ahead. What are you gonna say, Ann?
I was just gonna say that you know, obviously it's taken much longer than that, and I'm still, you know, as much as I have done in my career and in my life, I still got so much more to do. I still have
Right.
so many huge things coming. I'm just
Ooh
truly
wee.
and honestly
So
blessed.
tell me about your husband. Cause you were the living that single mm, mm,
Ooh,
for a long time. Not long, like a long,
it
but
was a
by
long time, and
choice. A lot of it was
I've
by
never,
choice.
it was definitely by choice, and I don't think I've ever publicly said this, but the main reason why I stayed single for so long is because I had left my children in St. Louis. They did eventually come to Los Angeles, but I didn't really date seriously. I wanted to focus on my career, but I never wanted my kids to feel like she
Right,
done left us and went and got her a whole man. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right, right.
So I never would get serious with anybody because I wanted my children
To know what it was really about.
to know
Yes,
that I'm here, I have a goal, and I don't want any distractions.
that's
And
right.
so, you know, then when I'm like, okay, my kids growing up now, what a man at? Here
That's
I am.
right. That's right. And so, how did
So,
you meet your guy? And
so
what was that
I
process?
I was in I was trying to nurture a long distance relationship when I met my husband, and I
Where
just
was
really
he?
wasn't. He was in St. Louis, and I
Okay.
just really wasn't happy.
Hometown boy.
At
Okay. Had you known
all.
him before?
My husband,
Uh huh.
yeah,
Had
I
you
met
known
my
him?
husband also a comedian, so I had met him maybe like a year prior, maybe like 2 years prior even, and I just knew him. We didn't really have any, you know, connection or anything. He was actually married at the time, and I just knew who he was, and so when I began, and so we were reconnected through a mutual friend. One of my friends, Naeem Lynn, who's also a comedian, you know,
Yes.
he was like, you
Shout
know,
out.
told me about my husband, and I was all like, oh no. I'm like, oh, and I'm like, didn't he just get divorced? I'm like, I don't need no drama in my
Yes.
life.
Okay. I
I'm
didn't
like,
have too much
oh,
of that. Mm-mm.
right. I had too much of that in my life. So he was like, well, you know what, just let him train you, you know what I'm saying, because he's really a good guy. And at the time I was like 15
You
pounds
mean like
overweight.
train you like this? Okay, I'm like,
Yeah,
just let him
yeah.
train you. I'm thinking all
Yeah,
kinds of things.
because he moonlights as a personal trainer. So he's
Okay,
trained a lot of celebrities in Hollywood. He's originally from New York.
I thought
And
you
I
meant
knew,
maybe
like I said, he had trained.
comedy or
Yeah.
I
Well, you
didn't know
gotta
what
have
to
a
think.
hustle when you come to LA. You can't just do one thing. You gotta have a
Right.
hustle. So that was his hustle. He was a personal trainer. And so at the time I'm like, well, you know what? I'm not against training because I was a
Right.
little bit overweight anyway. It's hard to keep your body and stuff going. So I'm like, okay, I'll train him. And so
I'll train
I
him.
started, yeah, I'll let him train me. So but little did I know, while I'm letting him train me, baby, I was training him. So we were
That's
friends,
laughter.
and
That's not the Kovo. So leave me alone. Okay, go ahead and finish.
so,
Y'all was friends.
so we he began to train me, and we became friends,
Okay.
and
So it was
we
doing those stretches and having your legs wide open and
he had
stretching.
body, but even with the initial stretches, I never really even saw him like that. And
Oh,
it
show
wasn't
me how to
until
do the stretches.
when I tell you, we almost got put out the gym one time because we was down there, but they was all like, "Excuse me, I need y'all to get a room. This is not for all that." Because it eventually went there.
Oh my
But
God.
after months of training with him,
Oh, good. Months. Y'all heard months, not days, not
yes,
weeks.
we began to really get to know each other.
Yes.
And
Then they began to get to know each other,
yes,
not
and
jump in the sack.
right, and so I knew that he liked me, but I was like, oh,
What really,
uh,
Carmen? Carmen.
yes, because that's not where my
Where
mind
is
was.
he?
And
Where
so
is
after
he?
I got to know him,
Please, I have to meet him.
husband, if you don't
Because
come out
I
here,
said, what's that? Cutie.
husband, Nick. So after it was one night, so
But
I
you
really,
didn't mind the attention. You knew he liked
yeah, it
you, but
was
you didn't
one
mind.
night. Now, because the thing about it is that I started. He was a single dad, and he would bring his daughter to some training sessions because he
How
didn't
old
have
is
anybody
she?
to teach her. She's 7 now, but at the time she was 3. So he would bring her to the training
Like a
sessions,
puppy. He gotcha. Gotcha.
and I was like, oh my gosh, she's just the cutest thing, the biggest personality. And I would be like, boy, did you comb her today? He'd be like, well, I did my best. I'm like, let me comb her. So I, got to getting, attached to her. She was so sweet. And
Single
then we
dads.
were on the Culver City stairs. Now, this is a part of LA. If you ever come to LA,
Oh
you
gosh,
want to visit
those
the Culver
stairs.
City stairs.
The Lakers do those stairs, y'all. Like
Yeah. And so
athletes conquer those stairs as part of their regimen.
So it's
Okay.
a mountain and it has stairs built into it. And it's a really popular workout spot. A lot of trainers take their clients there. And so this particular night, we had got a late start. So by the time we got to the top of the stairs, it was dark, you know. And so we get up there, and the this is such a great workout because when you get to the top of the stairs, it overlooks Los Angeles,
Oh
and
man.
it's the most beautiful view that you ever could imagine. And so, we just up there thinking about our hopes and
So
our
how
dreams.
slow were y'all going on those stairs? We all just like talking and getting to know each other. What or had
Yeah.
it been God timed that like a movie? You get to the top of the stairs and then you see the sunset and you look into
The
each other's
movie
eyes.
happened once we got there. So once we got,
Okay.
because we walked out to the top. Once we got to the top, it was like you said, it was like a movie, and
That's when you
and
know
we
it's
were
right.
talking about our hopes and our dreams. I was just very emotional, and you know he made a move, like he put his arm around me, kind of caressed me, and because LA is hard, baby. You come to LA searching for your dreams, and you got this image in your head of how it's gonna be, and you get here and it's all these things, distractions and haters and unfairness and thieves and and so we were having a moment up there because he had been through a lot. When he came out
Yes.
here, he was married, came out here with a family. Now he on his own.
Lost his marriage
And,
out here. Yes.
yeah. So at that time when he caressed me, I I knew that it was okay to like him. I knew that it was
Open up.
okay to allow him to let my guard, because my guard was up. I can't be dating him. He another comedian. He doesn't fit the match that I have in my head for who I want to be with. And so plus I already got somebody in St. Louis. So what am I doing? So I had this guard up, but at that moment, baby, I put that guard all the way down. And he just like held me in his arms, and it had gotten dark. And I just told myself at that point that it was okay to like him. And so I found myself.
I like your love story, Carmen. That is your movie, girl. I
Girl,
love it.
so remember I got this other guy in St. Louis that I'm dealing with. And so because after we made this connection on the mountain, it was a wrap. We hadn't been physical
that
or
was the end of the story.
Right, but we had like such an emotional connection to where now I ain't picking up old boy in St. Louis. I ain't picking up his phone calls.
Decline.
Okay, I'm not thinking about him. It's like Then I had to go to St. Louis because we had a property together, so I had to go to St. Louis. By the time I went to St. Louis, I had a physical connection with my now husband.
Right. And you're not that kind of lady. You a lady. You ain't gonna be,
I'm a lady, right?
Changing up and stuff.
So when I went to St. Louis, I was like, "Oh, don't touch me," It was just
my pearls for my baby.
And it was such a big difference. And
knowing you had a man at home waiting.
Yeah. It was such a big difference the way that I felt. Like the way that I felt for this man that I had only been knowing for a few months. I did not feel that for this guy that I was dating. And I had been dating him off and on for years. I did not feel that. You know what I'm saying?
It's also because he's there. Your husband was there.
Yes.
That makes all the difference in the world to getting to know someone, and they say the most attractive person is the one you see the most.
So I never ever went back to him ever again after that.
Go back. Sunshine.
My connection with my husband just got stronger and stronger and stronger. My daughter, like I said, she's 21 now. So at the time she was 18, and
so you dated 3 years.
No, 18, we dated
19, 20, 21.
Yeah, we dated 2018, then we got engaged in 2019, then we got married in 2020.
And did you have a big wedding? Did you elope? Did it get on a knee?
Baby, let me tell you something about my husband, honey. He proposed to me. It was September 20th, 2019, before COVID. I'm really, we have so much in common. We're very, very family oriented. Okay. His parents have been married for 40 years. He has, one sister, and, very, very family oriented. His mother is from Trinidad. She's 100% Trinidadian. His father is from Brooklyn, New York. And family is the most important thing to him. The same thing with me. So I had a get together with my family in LA, and we did a boat cruise in Marina del Rey, like a dinner cruise in Marina del Rey. Before the dinner cruise, my father was visiting. It was my father's first time meeting him, even though he had heard about him and talked to him on the phone. First time. This man, I'm 45 years old. At the time, I must have been 43. This man went to my father and asked my father for my hand in marriage. I'm talking about, that's just so commendable. So I didn't have any idea this was going on. My children, like I said, my children are grown. He planned the whole proposal with my kids. My kids had the ring.
So how did your father feel about that honor? How did your father receive that?
It was the highest honor that my father could have received, and he gave his blessing 100%. He was like, "You sure? Cause my daughter." But yeah, it was the highest honor.
Okay. If that's what you want,
right. So at this point, he didn't have to worry about nobody. He couldn't give me back because I was already grown. So my father ain't really had much to lose. So
anyway, he ain't got to give no dowry. So quit complaining.
Okay, he ain't got to exchange a mule or nothing. You want
to have to pay for take no mule, nothing. They got to pay for the wedding. So what y'all do for the wedding?
So for the wedding,
okay. So wait a minute. So he asked permission. And then you turned around and he was on a knee.
Yes, we were on the boat at the dinner cruise. All three of my children were there. His daughter was there. My father, my stepmother, and everybody who wasn't there, they were on the phone on FaceTime. My mom was on FaceTime.
His was like, what is y'all doing all this about? Were you looking around? Or did you have an idea?
I didn't have any idea because I had been fishing. You know how we get nosy, and I had been fishing, and I found out that my ring was still in the layaway.
I love it.
So I knew that he didn't have a ring.
But
so I'm like, oh,
but you knew he had one. Layaway is better than no away.
Right. I knew
he was real cute in today's and ages. Quit playing.
Okay. So I was all like, no, it ain't gonna happen.
Free something or another, that furniture app. Quit playing.
Right.
Huh.
Layaway. I knew that wasn't gonna happen that night. But little did I know that morning he went and got the ring.
I grew up on layaway. Okay, I'm ready.
And the ring, it wasn't even sized. Because he grabbed it that morning. And so when he got on one thing, he asked me, he said, "Will you marry me?" I said yes. And then when he got up, he whispered in my ear and he said, "Don't try the ring on. You can't fit it. I haven't got it sized yet." So I just held it in a box and showed everybody. So it was just an amazing moment. So I kept having these dreams about my grandmother after I got engaged. My grandmother who died years ago. I kept having
I love that you're prophetic. That's a beautiful thing. My dreams are true too. I get the messages. Go ahead, baby.
So we had decided to get married on September 20th because Sunday weddings are a little bit cheaper when you get married on Sunday, not a Saturday. Really? And it was exactly 1 year after he proposed.
Okay.
So I started getting all this stuff together for my wedding, and I was having dreams about my grandmother. My grandmother told me in my dream, she said, "Be good to that man. Don't be acting up. You know how you can get." This is what she told me in my dream. So as I was cleaning out one of my drawers, putting wedding stuff in it, I found my grandmother's obituary. And I always knew her birthday. We always celebrated her birthday. But you kind of remember over the years the day someone died. And when I saw the obituary, I don't know what, I was in tears because I learned that September 20th was her date of death.
And that's the day you got married?
And that's the day I got married. And so when COVID came, they kept saying that we have to change the date because of COVID. And I'm like, I'm not changing this date because my grandmother got her hands all over my life and all over the wedding. And I didn't care what the situation
was. He don't want.
Had to happen. So we had our wedding canceled and we tried to find another venue. We had so many problems, but we ended up getting married on September 20th at a Malibu mansion outside. And it was the most beautiful thing.
Oh,
it was
how lovely. Did you get to go on your honeymoon?
Perfect. Yeah, we went to Puerto Rico. We was scared to leave the country.
So did we, girl. We went to Puerto Rico too.
Oh, Oh my
sister.
goodness.
I'm telling
I
you,
did
we
not
need to do
know
our
that.
vacations together. Yes, we did.
Yes, we gotta go back
Oh,
together.
it was so nice. I
It was
loved
wasn't
it.
amazing.
I loved it. It was so beautiful. Everything, the people, everything
Yes.
was just
Yes.
so
The people,
loved.
like you said, the people, everything. Oh my God, it was
Like
just
just
so
people sitting
perfect.
outside, chilling in chairs, just talk shit to you and have fun,
Yes.
just kind. I loved it.
Yes. And we love
Our taxi driver. What was his name, honey?
oh my
Santiago.
God. Paula,
Santiago.
our
Did you
Uber
meet
driver,
Santiago? Oh my
our
God.
Uber driver, I don't remember his name, but we wanted to go to a nice restaurant. And the one that we picked out, he drove all around downtown Puerto Rico, taking us to a nice restaurant so that we were going to enjoy. Like, took his time to do that. Like, he was so nice.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Respectful, nice,
Yeah.
loving. Okay. Now we got 5 minutes. I want you to talk about whatever you want to talk about, but I'm hoping that you will talk about what you kind of hinted at with you and your husband doing podcasts. Talk about his podcast, your podcast. You guys have a podcast together.
So we have, my husband has a podcast. Well, first I want to say this about
this is a new world with these podcasts.
Yeah, I want to say this about my journey. You know, marriage is work, and you have to put in the work if you want to have the end results. And so I just want to encourage everybody to work on their relationships. You know, me and my husband, we went through premarital counseling because we had, you know, a huge tumultuous situation with his ex-wife, and you know, we wanted to come together and we wanted to make sure that we handled it properly, so it wouldn't
affect us. You have a small child together. Yes, you all have a small child.
Yeah, so you know, the thing about it is that you don't want to, you know, so many things came into our lives to destroy us, and we used all those things to make us stronger.
Yes.
And so to continue to build and be stronger, it is hard maintaining a healthy relationship in Hollywood. It's very, very hard.
Yes,
it's very hard.
Yes.
And my husband and I, you know, are in marriage counseling and therapy. And people often be like, oh, what's wrong if y'all in therapy? One thing that I think that people need to understand about counseling and therapy is that is maintenance. That is maintenance. Right. When you get a car, you don't just take your car to the shop when it breaks down. You get your car maintained to prevent it from breaking down.
Yes.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You get the oil changed, you get tire rotated.
Exactly. And then it won't break down. Exactly.
Then it won't break down. And then if it does break down, it's not as
on
bad.
The right path. Thank you. You ain't got to find somebody to take it to. The person already knows your car. It's a quick fix.
Quick fix. So that is what therapy is about. And I just want to encourage everyone to be open-minded about mental health. That, you know, COVID has been so detrimental to relationships. So many people have mental health. Yes. And so you know, here he is. Oh my God, you don't have any clothes on, babe. Put a shirt on. So you haven't heard me calling you. He been in there asleep. I want you to say
like, no, I didn't hear you call me the first couple times.
So I just want to encourage people to know that, you know, there's nothing wrong with getting individual counseling and therapy and coaching and relationship counseling and coaching, because that is essential to maintain healthy relationships. And it's not anything bad. And so I think that is one of the things that we do, that
and to have that outside third party that's not invested as a sounding board, you know,
not your cousin, not your auntie, not your friend,
nobody all
no kind of man
with no ulterior motives, just a sounding board that's impartial, you know, and can tell him when he's wrong.
Exactly. Right. And then and most of the time I be the one wrong. I be like, I'm finna fire him. We done been through 4 therapists. They like
that's why I'll be like to them, because I'll be tagging for therapists go mess up my good thing. You know what I'm
okay.
saying?
Oh, this is my husband.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Oh, thank you for loving my friend. You
Of
are
course.
the best. You guys are just a beautiful couple. Of course, she puts the beauty and you give the love, and vice versa. But I'm loving this. So I was asking her to talk about your podcast. She mentioned how you came in like changing her world into a podcast world, which is clearly that's where I'm at right now. You know, it's an easy way to assess your audience and let them, have you without necessarily having to go on the road, which to me is a comedian and rock star's blessing as celebrities, to be able to go on the road. But, talk about your podcast and the podcast journey you have in mind for the two of you.
Well, basically, during the pandemic, I feel like we learned so much just, being in the house, and we had to find another way to promote. We also found other talents. I do stand up, but I learned during the pandemic that I started to have a love to want to be a talk show host.
Right, me
And
too. You too.
it was like talk show, radio host. So basically, what I did was I just, I was Googling mics and Googling backgrounds and, trying to make my own kind of my
Right,
own Arsenio Hall show in my
right,
house. Like
right.
with she would get mad. Like I would act like I'm running through the house, like I'm about to run through the curtain inside of the room and
Right.
do the whole,
But I
the
think
whole
it gives us that entrepreneurial spirit that we all long for, but aren't afforded in Hollywood necessarily. Not all of us. And we've got so much to give. And I can relate to, you running around like, okay, I'm how what is it, Mickey and Judy in the barn, let's put up a play,
yes.
like, do it your DIY.
Yep. And it is, what it is as well. Right now, with just the way things are going, you can learn how to self-promote yourself. I
Right.
know a lot of times, like me being from New York and moving to LA,
Okay, so
it's
oh yeah, what part of New York?
I'm from Jamaica, Queens, New York.
You speak so well.
Uh,
You do. That's the first thing I thought. Then I was like, okay, is he from St. Louis? Okay. All right. You don't sound Midwestern. You sound very, East
yeah,
Coast.
we have a St. Louis East Coast thing going.
St. Louis
Going.
try to be East Coast. Y'all know y'all Midwest with us. Quit trying to jump ship.
They got really good chicken wings though. When I went out,
Every
they got
Yes.
this dope spot, man, and these wings are amazing.
So,
So
are you guys gonna do a podcast together?
yes, we are right now in the works of doing something together because we're two different people. We're in the works of making our worlds mesh. Like she's bringing her world into my world and letting people just see the dynamic of two entertainers and their everyday life. Like a lot of people think because we're comedians, we're just at home clowning around, jumping
Right,
on the
being
bed.
funny.
Like,
Yeah.
we got so much real stuff going on. So yeah, I can't wait. We do have something coming in the works together. We're just right now learning everything and we can't
Let
wait
us
to have it
know.
out.
We're there whenever you need. I got you. I got you, girl.
Thank
So
you.
you're not leaving yet, but I've invited, and you don't have to leave either if you don't want to, hubby. I've invited Cassandra in. I don't know where she is.
Oh, I see her in the
You
top.
see her? Is she in there? Hey, Kosi. I don't know where you are, but this is kind of girls' night. Hey, beauty, what up? So I wanted to first of all give a shout out to some of our sisters in the game who've received Pulitzer prizes.
Mhm.
Yay! We got Darnella Frazier, who received an honorary Pulitzer for her courage for taking the video of George Floyd.
Yes.
And then we have Katori Hall, who received the Pulitzer for drama with her play, The Hot Wing King. So yay to the divas. Do you have anything you guys want to say? Carmen, you want to say anything about what do you think about young Darnella getting an honorary Pulitzer for being brave enough to not only take the video but share it?
Yes, and to be smart with it. You know, I just really commend her on that. We all, most people don't know the story with Mike Brown, but when Mike Brown was murdered in St. Louis, similar to what happened to you know, in her situation, she gave the video to the police, and
We never saw
once
it
she
again.
did that, no one ever saw it again. So we were unable to get a conviction. We were unable to get anything because, you know, she was brave enough to record it, but really wasn't savvy enough to know what to do with it. So and so her situation, she was savvy enough, smart enough to record it, and knew not to put it in the wrong hands.
And she listened to her elders. I think a lot of that is, you know, some of these young people think they know it all, you know, and anything we try to tell them, they'll do the opposite because they know it all. But it seems to me like she did humble herself in this situation and let people who knew better guide her, you know, to what you just said, giving it to the right people and doing the right.
And that ultimately is what sealed the deal with the conviction, because you know, if we don't have any videotapes, they never have to be accountable for what they did. They lied, they cover up, they find somebody to get an excuse. So by her having that videotape is what ultimately brought justice. So I'm so grateful for that.
What you think, Kosi? Welcome back. We missed you last week.
Yeah, I had some stuff I had to do, but you know, I'm here.
Yeah, we all talked to your boy Dana Dane, and the first thing he mentioned was the Latin quarters, and I was like, dang, Kosi would have really wanted to dig in and ask a few questions. But what do you think about Darnella and the beauty of?
I think Carmen said it correctly. She was very smart in what she did with the footage. If you remember, when the police department released their statement before the video came out, they said that he died from a medical condition.
Right.
They never mentioned, you know what I'm saying? So that's what they said, it, you know, was the first statement that came out.
Right.
And then for her to savagely for the entire year not get herself caught up in any garbage, and you know what I'm saying? Because you know how they always want to tear people down who are telling the truth.
That's right.
So I think, you know, she handled it extremely well, and I'm very honored and proud that she, you know, she got an honorary Pulitzer Prize. I don't.
And she kept herself clean, out of the public eye, like you're saying. No drama. You know, a good little girl. I didn't even know who she was, and that videotape changed the world. You know, it turned us from being just complainers into we got something to complain about. And I really do thank her.
But we've been saying this, you know what I'm saying? It's, you know, thank God for cell phones, and now everybody, you know, since 2009 or whatever, they started videotaping or whatever, where, you know, police are always given the benefit of the doubt. They're always right no matter what. To the point where they even have a clause, the qualified immunity clause, which is part of their being hired, and it's part of their contract, so that, you know, half of them don't go to jail, or some of these cases where you think that they, you know, there's proof, and then they you know, they fall into this qualified immunity, which is, you know, falls under, hey, it was just part of the job, so this is just some crap that happened and you just have to accept it. So, you know, I think that, you know, we've been taught that, you know, we grew up thinking police were supposed to protect us. And we've seen, and it's been, you know, and we can go as far back as Rodney King.
Well,
you know,
even further,
you know, say further than that, but I'm saying, but that was our first instance of videotape where we saw them striking him and hitting him, and then we saw them in the police when they went to trial. every time the police officer hit him and he moved his arm because they hit him, they said, you see, he was fighting back.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And he was fighting back, so that's why they kept hitting him. So I'm just
we
I'm just
watched the
tired.
man die right before our eyes,
exactly.
and you can't sugarcoat or I guess change.
But the thing about it too is though, when George Floyd said, he can't breathe, think about this. 90% of the time, when a police officer pulls up beside us or drive by us, the first thing we do is we stop ourselves from breathing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
we lose our breath. It's just we're already,
You see, we're on a can't breathe automatically with them just them pulling up beside us. And that fear is ridiculous because we shouldn't have to feel that way. And like I said, we watched it, and then you have to look at this.
Even as women, I know I feel that way. Yes.
Yeah, all the time, and I drive an older car, and you just certain
But I
things.
still, every time I see the cops, I'm like, right.
I know, knowing we're not doing anything wrong.
Right, nothing wrong. But you still innately have been taught.
You hold your breath.
Yes.
You hold the, so you see,
like
you
the
hold your
boogeyman.
breath. So we all can't breathe when the cops come around. So what are you talking about?
So,
you know what I'm saying?
She facilitated a means where there was a need. And I definitely thank Lil Sis for that. And I pray that this just, this is the Pulitzer is a global award. So I just pray that it takes her around the world speaking, just, doing phenomenal things with this honor. And, Katori Hall, she's the young lady from Memphis that does Pussy Valley. So
I don't know what that is.
It's a TV show about strippers, the stripper world in Memphis, in a city or a little township called Pussy Valley. And she's telling the story of a stripper and her family in the workplace and outside of the workplace. And, I wanted to talk about her, or not her specifically, but where the industry is going with you two, my girlfriends. So that's why I was calling this the girlfriend show, because I don't know if you've heard of Kosi, having worked for SAG, that there is an intimacy counselor now that comes on set when you're doing sex scenes and helps you prep for sex scenes. Kosi, were you there? Yeah, it's a new SAG clause that, back in the day, I'm really not a sex scene gal. Like back in the day, it'd be like Joe Torre, my friend. Like, okay, action, or even when I had to be like a lesbian and she hate me, I didn't have to kiss anybody or, do anything, lesbian-y.
You said lesbian.
I don't mean it. And that's what I don't want. I don't want to seem like,
But I understand that because you don't get that. It's not part of your makeup. So you want to be politically correct and saying it, but not insulting.
Right.
But I understand what you're saying.
I don't have a problem. I've kissed a girl before. I ain't no shames in my games. I love Lil Hennessy, love my girlfriend, not no stranger off the street, and you go about your business, But
wait, stop. I gotta delve into. So you kissed the girl just to be kissing the girl, so you can say you kissed the girl?
Just because I kissed the girl. I'll just call me Katy Perry. I kissed the girl before and I think I liked it. But just one girl, and it was my friend. And if I felt like
wait. Wait. I'm sorry. But what you picked her because she was your friend and you knew it wouldn't be awkward? I mean,
yes. If I'm drunk and I felt like, this is what I'm talking about, yelling and screaming. This ain't the stuff you want the whole neighborhood to hear, y'all. This is secrets.
Yeah, but this is just girlfriends talking.
Right. So, it was, a little tipsy, and we was like, I wonder what it's like to kiss a girl. Ooh, okay, so that's cute. But in front of national TV, and, I would not be comfortable. And nowadays, I don't know if you guys have seen, Audra Day's phenomenal performance. and a lot of these other highly sexualized performances, it's no longer just about me kissing a girl. It would be like me,
Right.
Now they're taking it to a whole nother level.
you know, they really want to take it to the next, you know.
Right. And
And
the
I'm
thing
like,
about it is,
and I'm
the thing
like,
about
ooh,
it is-
just, you know,
no, but
you
here's
know.
the thing about it is back in the day when they were doing those scenes, they were believable without all of that extra. So now
Right.
you're giving us all of this extra that's
Who want to
unnecessary.
see that?
Right, I'm right, exactly.
Carmen, you
I
tuned
wanna
out.
see-
You looking down like
No,
this ain't my
I was
issue.
gonna
But you
say,
want to
it's
act, this your issue.
No, so this is the thing. I feel like I've seen love scenes back in the day where I feel like I know they was having sex for real. I don't care what nobody say. I know
That's
they
called a
I know he
porno,
stuck it
Carmen.
in.
That's called
No,
a porno.
No, I remember seeing like remember the love scene with
Love and
Jason
Basketball, Love Jones. Yeah, there was
Yeah.
a couple of movies
Jason's lyric with Jada Pinkett. Like they look like
in
they
one of
was,
them
it
movies,
was
so I
not
don't know. I
acting.
wasn't there.
No. What about okay, this you and Big Boy, Little Boy, what's old boy, Ottawa? What's
That was I had a titty double, and you know I had a titty double. My titties.
so
I only
how
gave
you
my
get-
titties to Spike in that one movie. She hate me while they were saggy, but they was minimally saggy. They was 20 years old saggy. So when Ottawa came around, I had just turned 30. So we had a titty double audition. And me and the guys lined the ladies up, and I picked some nice 20-year-old perky boobies with pretty pink areolas. So
Okay.
if you take a look
Well,
at
you
my
know what?
boobies
I need to, you know
in
what?
Ottawa.
I need to tell mommy that was a titty double because she
Yes,
swears to
and
this day
that's
she saw
another
your
thing. Like
titties.
your mom, my mom, your mom, all my moms are constantly like, saw you in a movie again. You didn't tell me about this one. My mother-in-law. And I'm like,
No,
well,
wait. You gotta see, you gotta be there. You gotta be. We went to my mom and I had the pleasure of going with Paula and her mom to the Cinemac, the one on Sunset, with the round theater for the premiere. And and my mom, so we doing red carpet and everything, and we sitting there, and this scene comes up, and my mom sits there, and she looks at me, and I look at Paula, and Paula's looking at me, and Paula's mom's looking at me, and my mom, and the whole time, my mother's elbow is in my side.
Your
and when it's
mother
over,
was, Paula.
it was over.
I said, Mama, you better quit. You know where I
You're
learned
such a
it.
great actress. Mommy's like, you're such a great actress.
I
And I
love her.
never want to see them.
And I love her. And see, and it's not for me as much because, they say if it is daunting for you as an actor, that means that you should tackle it. But what do you ladies think? Because they're saying that which is a great job for you, Cassandra, since you got that SAG in, about there being intimacy counselors on sets nowadays.
I think that makes sense because, like you said, like I said, they're going overboard now. We came up, like I said, when you couldn't say the N-word or cuss it, and then they put a little sticker on top of the record. So I think I'd go back to SAG to have that job.
That job.
Let me see.
Carmen, what you think?
But wait, I'm only checking the men.
But you gotta check the ladies too. Everybody
Right.
needs intimacy counseling. Men and men, women and women, women and men. Any other things?
I mean, initially when you first brought it up, I kind of laughed like, oh God, they're doing too much, right? But then the more you began to talk about it, the more I began to think about
what you just said about counseling and therapy.
And also it reminds me of like Heath Ledger. Like, if you know a little bit about
yes.
Heath Ledger's suicide,
that kind of messed his head up.
What it was explained to be was that he was so wrapped up in a role mentally,
of his roles,
that he began. So because he played a role in Brokeback Mountain, which I'm sure was different for him, and then he played the role as the Joker, and he was on all this medication because he couldn't get his emotions together because he was so wrapped up in
out of the role. Right. That
Yeah,
happens to a lot of great actors.
and then he ultimately ended up committing suicide from results of this medication that had just had him mentally so messed up. And so when you think about it that way, now there was another movie, it was recently that came out. It was about the guy who infiltrated. It was with David Washington, Denzel Washington's
Who
son.
infiltrated the Black Panthers?
Yes,
Yes,
I know
yes.
you're talking about.
Now, what was the guy that
I don't think
played?
his name is David.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
his
it
middle
is.
name.
You're right. It is. Forrest said it is. I
Yeah,
thought it was
but
Denzel Jr.
no, it's not Denzel Jr. But I know the character that he played opposite to in the role. I'm so mad that I can't think of this guy's name right now. It's on the tip of my tongue. But he did an interview talking about how he had to go through counseling after that role because he was so caught
Yes,
up in
and
it. And
yes,
when he
yes,
killed him, he felt like he was really murdering him for real. He was so caught
yes.
up in it.
Your
So when you
mind does not know the difference.
yes, so when you
As an
get
actor, we
yes,
do have to be very careful
put
about the
yourself in
roles
these
we play.
roles, and so when you
I
put it
try
like
not to
that,
do sick roles. I try not to
yeah,
do roles where I have to be in the mindset that I have some terminal disease,
yeah, or like
because our
yeah,
mind does not
yeah.
know the
So,
difference,
so when you think about it like that, then I say good for them because
I
you
do
can
too. I applaud them for that because
yeah.
I
So
didn't go
because
on 2 phenomenal auditions because basically I was uncomfortable with the sex.
yes,
And I'm like,
imagine him
y'all,
having a
I'm
sex,
50. Why y'all want to
imagine
see
having
all my 50-year-oldness licking and sticking?
but listen, Paula, imagine being young and having a
That's what
role.
I'd rather imagine. I'd rather
But listen,
imagine
imagine
young
being a
people
young
doing it.
actress and you get a role and it's a love scene and you get so caught up, you fall in love with the man for
That ain't
real. Now you
happening.
come
That
home,
ain't happening,
you
Captain.
come home like I don't even want my husband.
But
I
no,
want
you know
the
what?
actor.
And I'm gonna put you up on, and that's another reason why I think these intimacy counselors are great, because on the set when I was with Joe Torre, me and Joe are just friends, but
Right.
sometimes you can get caught up. And I'm not saying we did, because
Right.
his woman at the time came on set, Adina
He was
Howard.
right there, like
She
this.
was my girlfriend and his girlfriend, and she made sure that a nigga kept it wrapped and limp.
That's hilarious.
She
Oh
be
my
like,
goodness.
and she was like, okay, did they say cut?
Right.
And
Get
we
your
and
leg
Joe's
up
like,
his
yeah, they said
leg.
cut. Get your ass up there, nigga. This is a break.
Shout out to Joe
Where your
Torre.
roll?
He's also from St. Louis, one of my favorites.
That's why, the little.
Hey,
So,
hey, Carmen, what part of Queens is your husband from? I'm from Left Right. Tell him Queens in the
that's
house.
right.
Babe, he's from Jamaica, Queens.
Oh,
Let me see. It's a little part of Jamaica, Queens. Ozone Park, South Ozone Park, Jamaica.
okay.
Yeah.
Ozone.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just saying thank you, SAG, because it's not just about, because Audra Day did the dang on thing with the man, and that was very whoo-hoo. Like, even I'm like with that, but she like in her 20s. That's cute.
Yeah.
Mama like got the grandma bra on just to keep these puppies, and y'all want to let them loose? Who want to see that? But
Hey,
if
Well,
I say
there's a
shout
market
out to
for everything.
Katori, I bless you and I thank you, my love. And now I know that that's what they do. They have someone for us now to make that situation more comfortable. I am, Hollywood, more open to doing sex scenes, because yes, I have not been doing them. So just want to let y'all know that I've turned a few down, but that was the only, because I was skirt. That was it. I was just skirt. I didn't know what y'all was gonna do to me. I didn't know. Okay, so let's keep going. I have a couple questions for you all. Road rage. Y'all heard about what happened in the news with the road rage victim, the little 6-year-old baby who got shot.
Oh, the one that was by the couple.
Yeah. What do you guys, have you ever had that kind of road rage? I mean, what can we do for road? Because I've had road rage. I ain't gonna lie. When I was young, and in my little sports car, thinking I was cute, I got in too many accidents with some road rage. Carmen, what do you think? What can we?
I used to be extremely emotional and, really, want to fight. Like I've gotten into some road rage situations where I've like followed some people and, like really, really, really wanted
Follow
to fight.
some people.
Yeah, like, it was very, very dangerous.
What's that man? What's that man who did that movie with the beard? No, it wasn't Michael Douglas, baby. Crow, my boy Crow. Did you see Crow? His crazy road rage movie. He followed the lady, honey. You done follow people home, Carmen. You so crumbly.
I haven't followed them home, but let me tell you something. I got like a weak bladder, right? And so if I get scared, a little bit of pee will come out.
So
and
you gotta wear lady depends.
Yeah, girl.
They got real sexy ones now. They got real panty like ones now.
You cut me off and my life flags before my eyes. I gotta stop and take me. Yeah, look.
Ain't nothing wrong with little pee.
Yeah, I follow you. You gonna pay for this pee. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm much better now, thank goodness. But I have been there before.
So did you ever? What about you, Kosi? Have you ever had any type of physical altercation due to road rage? Let me let these crazy men in. We got some men. Let's see what they.
No road rage. I'm actually really calm when I'm driving because I realize people are crazy. So I'm good. I'm just, because I'm not in no rush. So, but you know what's funny though? Now that we got the mask on, like, so if somebody does something stupid and I'm not driving and you normally mad, like, why you ain't driving? They can't see that. You know what I'm saying? They can't see it.
Right.
But no,
I've had people like call me nigga and throw fingers at me. I've looked over and seen men jagging off in cars.
What?
Yeah, that's never happened to you?
Oh no.
No.
Oh.
Paula, you're special.
Yeah, you are.
That is the thing to be proud of. I get to crown.
You must have had that pretty up on that day.
I know, right?
It's like,
I was gonna say, they must have saw some taggers.
What would make you think I wanted to see that? What up, Jay DaSkreet? It's about that time, my brother. Okay, Kosi.
What's up?
Kosi, do you notice anything different about your friend over here?
What did you say?
Cassandra.
Say what?
You notice anything different about your friend down here, Jay DaSkreet?
Yeah, he took advice. He listened to what we said about his angles and everything, and so I'm feeling that. But right now your microphone is hitting your chain, so you were getting that feedback of your chain hitting your microphone. So you might want to adjust your headset, put that thing behind you. But right now we can hear yeah, because it's hitting your chain. There you go, bro. There you go.
Okay. Can y'all still hear me?
Jay, yeah, I can hear you. Jay, have you ever had road rage?
Road rage? No, I'm not the road rage type.
No.
Like, I'm usually pretty cool on the road.
Well, that is a blessing. So you can't even remotely. I know I've had road rage, and I still can't remotely relate to pulling out a gun and shooting in somebody's car due to a left-hand, right-hand turn.
Yeah, that's
crazy. Did you there's a black guy with the Maserati who shot at the sister who was in the car in Atlanta with her kids. So this is not just that, you know what I'm saying? This is like people.
Yes.
Gun violence is ridiculous. Okay. Right. So the first thing you're going to do is, because somebody cut you off or someone says something, you're going to take out a gun and shoot them and end their life.
But it's like two majorly violent situations, not just the gun, but now we've added a car, which is a deathly trap in and of itself. Yes, it is a weapon. So now you put the two together and we've got people shooting out of cars. I mean, and it's not even a gangbanging situation. It's just I'm mad at you.
Killing kids, killing innocent children.
In the backseat of a car over, a little road rage. When you could have left a little bit earlier and gotten there right on time. Hello, Fells Obama.
How you doing today, miss?
Welcome, sir. We about to get this thing cracking. It looks to me like, today is the day of the woman. Kurupt is on tour. So
Okay.
me, Carmen, and Kosi holding it down. So and I don't know where Derek is. Oh, he's what? See, when somebody tell you nowadays that they sick, you hope they just calling in sick. You really hope that they're not really sick. Is it non-COVID sick? I pray so. Well, we know that he's had it, and even though that is not a cure or a deterrent, it is a little bit of an immunity to keep him from, having it as bad as he did the first time. So our prayers are with you, my brother. We're claiming that that's not what it is. I just hope. Okay, Mr. Obama. Talk about yourself. Who are you here with? Who invited you?
Medisyne Works, Love Works, LMPG.
Okay,
LMPG.
You're Mayor's baby? No, you don't look like Mayor's baby. Okay, so you're from the Chicago crew. You Midweezy in the house. Yeah. Okay, so are you in Chicago right now?
Yeah, I'm in Chicago right now.
All right, so we got Chicago on to fuck with Mississippi.
Yeah.
By the way of Memphis.
And I was born in Chicago.
You know what? Last week I said Memphis, and then
he corrected me
and said Mississippi. Yeah. Now, I'm just playing with you. I get it. I was born in Detroit, raised in Cleveland, so I get it. You were born in Chi-Town, then y'all made that migration, that slave migration. Yeah. And then you moved to Mississippi, right?
Yeah.
Which is right across the sister city to Memphis, which is where you do most of your battling. Am I right?
Yeah, well, that's where I do most of my performing and everything. Yeah.
Right. So that's right. And what about you, Fels Obama? What's your story? Meds, how do you you be rhyming?
Actually, I'm from Chicago, so I come up on the west side of Chicago. I've been doing the rap stuff for about probably like almost 20 years. I have been I was with a group before. It didn't work out right. I was real young. I was probably like something like a Bow Wow project or something to them. So they didn't get a chance to get the presidential field.
Right.
Now they gonna get the presidential field wherever they're at.
So you with the grown man swag. Okay, Carmen looking like she got her judgmental. It's cool. You chill out. You get to judge. This is your time to sit back, relax, and let these men impress you. Kosi, are you in the house so you can run this show?
Yeah.
You know how the rap thing go. So how did you do it?
All right. So seeing that Obama is new, right? We're gonna flip a coin. And I flipped it. We're gonna let him go first. Okay.
She flipped it already, y'all. That's nigga rigging. But I don't mind it.
I was trying to So you ready, Obama?
Because this is our champ right here. This right here.
Right, so the champ goes last. The champ goes last.
Right. So did you get your track, Fels?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I'm ready.
Which one would you like to use? Which one are you using?
I'm gonna use the got the coupe.
That's frequencies. So you've chosen to use frequencies track.
Yeah.
Whenever you're ready.
That's okay.
Oh, that's great. I'm sure Frequency is very excited about that. So I'm gonna everybody mute yourself and let the brother do his thing. Whenever you're ready.
I was putting on real dope. Heard niggas telling peace, get the belly, kinda make it hard for the go. And I know a nigga flies with the coat. Gave me and cuz all in the dope. FP and bullet slugs on the floor. All you can see is blood on the floor. When I've been in the game, only the coach. One thing about me, no one will blow. And I put a 50 with it in the scope. Shady is out the man for the smoke. And know the toughest niggas that fold. I did that time, I see niggas choke. What you mean you was get money? You living in the past, you niggas still broke. I put the trees up on me, you niggas keep trees up on me. You niggas keep trees up on me. I'm still a Tony. Walk up on another office, blood gon' leave up on me. The alien freeze up on me. Take a disease, they on me. After they squeeze up on me, they walk up and hop a nigga down quick. They hop me, sneak up on them, look. They ask if I go a commercial. I tell them my feelings is virtual. Long as they making this fat dog, I'ma keep running this circle. I fuck with some niggas that murk you. They caught with some niggas that murk you. We funeral home in your pallberries. They would not make it to hurt you, but what do you expect? Nigga, I came from a broken home. I was on the block stealing packs and all. Waiting for the beat, even had a slot. I was on the worst playing with the clocks. I was in the crib breaking down the mops. I was on the roof, shit, taking blocks. I was insane, hopping on the plot. I was on deck making them salads. I was on deck, then I'ma have a box. First time the brothers on some fool shit. Fucking the brothers about to get got. Safe in the love right before the shots. I'm gonna need the goals that they throwing shots. Who they gonna get to tell me to stop? That'll be the first nigga I'ma pop. Now keep that cocky shit y'all on fire. Y'all ain't shooters, y'all ain't got no heart. If my shooters under that wheel, my hop out hockey stick on that floor. I'm on beat like I was Scott Scorch. Trade that range, hop in that push. Late night sliding under that tent. You in the Crips, brains in your push. No, let's on some.
President.
Right, call him the president.
President.
That was nice. Everybody, Carmen, would you like to?
Yeah, I liked it. It was original. You know, some original lyrics. Talked a little bit about his, growing up. So it was cool.
It was touching. I agree, Carmen. That was touching. Osi?
Yeah, I was feeling it. I understood the storyline and the plot. A lot of these, rappers are not telling the story and not making any sense of what they're talking about. So I was able to follow what you were saying. I loved your flow. I like the track. I think maybe, because we're listening to it this way, it probably has a little bit more bass in it than what we're hearing through this. But
yeah, right. It's not perfect.
Yeah,
I agree. Were you done, Cozy? I know it's not necessary. Like, you just gave verses, and that's love. But I would have liked to have you tied it all together with a hook, a chorus.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know a little something, a little terminology. Paula J with the terminology. That's something that maybe I'm just spoiled because Jay does that, and so do some of our other guys. They're creating a record. They're not just spitting, but they're practicing for the next album. And I'm not dissing anything you did. I thought it was phenomenal, but I want you to come back again. Of course, I have everybody come back again. And next week, I'd like you to think about, tying in what you're talking about with a funky hook, something that, because, Jay doesn't always, Jay as in Jay-Z, not as in DaSkreet, doesn't always, have a hook. You don't have to have one. A lot of people don't, but coming out, you kind of might. I don't know. Just throwing it out there. You don't get to say anything, Jay, about your competitor. I don't think that's fair. Okay, everybody, are you ready, Jay?
I am.
Okay,
and I enjoyed him. I just want to say that too. It's all love on here.
Yeah,
appreciate it. I love the feedback. I love feedback.
Yeah,
I like your delivery.
All love. Yeah,
and
that's so grown up of you, Jay. I love that. The hater would have never said that.
Never in a million years. Never. The hater hates everything. So, all right. So, is it on me? Are we going?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do the same beat because I did Ari's beat last week, so we get to do a repeat on this joint. Y'all hear me? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. It's time to get it poppin'. They thought I was bullshitting, but I was dropping. We got nothing in common. I've been flipping, they been flopping. The game weak as hell. I might not be ringing bells, but hey, welcome to the slip state where skinny cats flip weight and thick chick with thin waist give face and fix plates. We show love while you trying to get your shit straight, but playing kindness for weakness or be a mistake. I'm out here getting it, repping Mississippi, but get love in Tennessee like I'm from the streets of Memphis. Spit it like I live it. The Lord is my witness in the booth. I get funky like the juice on the chitlins when I kill it out the gate. I ain't waiting for the last 8. Working 9 to 5, same time, get that fast pay. I'm so far ahead, they be thinking I'm in last place. Really, I'm just balling at a fast pace, fast break. It's time to get it poppin'. They been out here bullshitting. I've been dropping. We got nothing in common. I've been flipping, they been flopping. The game weak as hell. I might not be ringing bells, but money over bitches is what broke niggas say. I don't trust these women is what whole niggas say. I'm all about these digits is what most niggas say. Sit your ass on the bench is what a coach nigga say. And I bees that. It be sad how I do y'all. I've been going hard so long that I should have the blue balls. Giant in the game, high tower, call me too tall, and they soft like with a big mouth like Lou Rawls mixed with RuPaul. Skip off the makeup and get dope. Every day I get dope, but it's not content though. Dollar signs on my mind like that from the get go. Let me in the game or you about to catch a kick though. A friendo, I said it's time we get it poppin'. They been out here bullshit. I've been dropping. We got nothing in common. I've been flipping, they been flopping. The game weak as hell. I might not be ringing bells, but I bet you hear me knocking. I said, I bet you hear me knocking. Knocking. I bet you hear me knock. The game weak as hell. I might not be ringing bells, but I bet you hear me knocking. Yeah.
Okay.
I got my Mississippi bars in there too.
Yo, that Lou Rawls RuPaul line smashed me.
Oh my God.
That's what's up.
Oh my God. I might not be ringing bells, but I bet you hear me knocking.
I bet you
I
hear
hear
me
me
knocking. Yeah.
knocking. I hear me knocking. I bet you that you niggas hear me knocking.
Hey, that's what's up. This just turned me up all the way.
His lyricism was impeccable. Just impeccable lyricism, which is extremely important
for a lyricist.
Yes, it's I mean, you have good lyricism, but it's just was like above average lyricism. You know, like she said, the Lou Rawls RuPaul line. Oh my goodness,
the big mouth. I can relate to that.
Yeah, and I like the hook, as well. Just very, very good.
Thank you.
Fells, my love. I saw you looking a little sad. I don't know if it was just me. I was like, you young, and he, you see that beard with the gray in it.
You finna call me old?
No, I got gray too. I ain't know. We see.
No, you're not. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but the thing, I think the difference between Obama and Jay is the flow. Like now, a lot of the rappers are coming like a lot quicker with the speed, and so those like us with older ears, we're so used to hearing the story.
He's throwing out that pimp music, and he's throwing out that Migos mix. Like I was talking about, that Atlanta sound, which they're both phenomenal. Our boy Emo does a lot of that Atlanta sound. But like Kosi said, we're coming from a different generation, so that smooth pimp music rings bells but it also, it never goes out of style. You know, it's
We
the
want to hear. We want to
smoothness,
be able to say the words. We want to be able to sing
Yes.
the
right?
rap. We want to be able to
Understand,
just like
Yes.
we can't keep you know what I'm saying, but most people are not going to be able to keep up with that ear. You know what I'm
right?
saying? So but your flow is but you flowing like what they what's going on now. You gotta find your own niche. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
You gotta sound like yourself. You gotta be extremely original and extraordinary with because you're going into a field and the flow that you're doing, everybody's doing. You know what I'm saying? So you got to
so
make it so that
Jay
if you're going
jumping
to do
out
that,
of that lane, yes, makes
right?
him
You know what I'm saying?
stand
Yeah,
out.
yeah, because everybody's
Well, I mean,
that muffled mumble mouth rap.
Right,
That's it's what makes that work is the music is so dope. It don't matter what they say because you can't understand it. You
right.
see what I'm saying? So if that's
But
what you're gonna do, then the beats got to be tighter. The beats got to be
but these are
that's
our
all.
beats, you know, these are our beats that we gave them, Kosi. I don't know if you know, we provided the beats, so we got to
Oh,
look.
I
dope.
do,
That's even dope.
I do feel like that Jay was able to slow his flow down a little bit more
I
than
enjoyed
Phil.
the beat, yeah.
So yeah, so he slowed the flow down. And listen, I talk really fast, and even as a comedian, I struggle with
Right.
this a long time, just trying to slow myself down because if they don't hear it, they don't,
Yes,
they don't remember, or they can't keep up with it if they
right.
can't understand it. And so, just the fact that Jay was able to slow his flow down a little bit so that you can concentrate on those lyrics, gave him a major advantage. And so, that's something that, I think that Phils can definitely take away from this.
Right.
well,
I want
I
to
had
tell you. Oh, go ahead.
I had a rapid fire flow for y'all, but when I wanted to do something different than him, so I always come with a couple different things on my
Right,
mind.
which
But
is smart.
I had a rapid fire flow for y'all, but I felt like I was gonna that's the way he came, so I was gonna come different. If he'd have came a little more mellow, then I would have came
With
rapid fire.
rapid
I just
fire.
wanted to be different than him. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's really what a battle is. And I think that is what makes verses stand out to all of us because, it's like playing chess, and you see that most with the more seasoned acts. They'll be like, "Oh, you're going to hit me with that? Well, let me hit you. I got this for you." And that is the sign of a seasoned artist. Fells, one thing I can say is you made me feel something, and that's a good thing. You tugged at my heartstrings, so that is something you ought to capitalize on and bring it and tie it up in a bow, dot your i's and cross your t's, because Jay makes me feel something, but it's a different kind of feel something, coming from a rapper perspective. He made me want to be like, I'm a knocking, and I'm a henna popping, and then a henna. You know what I mean? And the flow is just so pimp. I'd be like, oh, he killed. Look at Jay. You know what I'm saying? And all little girls at home is like, and they like you cute too, but they like, oh, he cute. He cute.
And Obama, also too, when you
Nothing
come
wrong with
back, check your lighting. Like I know my lighting right
Yeah,
now isn't
right.
the best, whatever, but your whole left side of your head we can't see because it looks like it's just a shine. You know what I'm saying? So
That's all. Ain't gonna shit. I'm in the all white room.
wait,
Yeah, it's
stop. Let me
like
just
you
listen.
got a halo.
Listen. You right, but so what you're doing is you're looking down. What you need to do is you need to put your phone or whatever eye level so that you're looking straight at the camera and you're not looking down and we're looking up at your nose and you can get that halo thing away. And you can always start zoom at do a zoom on your own and check your lighting and everything before you
check
come
in
up
with
in
our
here.
producer early next week, and you guys
Yeah.
can go over it.
I mean, I got a big forehead right now. It's so
That's the light.
But
light is just coming up your head. So just pick a
it's a
different place next week. Pick
Because-
somewhere different and pick somewhere you can put your phone up, and you know what I'm saying, and you can give us more of you as opposed to you giving us down now.
like what with Jay. Yes, teach them how you taught, how we did with, bring it up so you're not looking down on
So you're gonna
us.
raise it to eye level. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yes.
now I'm sitting
See
in
how I'm
something where
looking, and Carmen is looking.
was
You know,
gonna turn on that.
yeah, we want to get you professional. You know,
Yeah, you could. Yeah.
Kosi made me start. You know, I was at first like, let the nigga be a nigga. Shit, this is a janky show.
Nah, man. Proper
But
preparation.
no, we're not janky. We're not. We're not. But
Be the best on every platform you go on.
But Fells, yes, exactly. But Fells, I don't want you to think that there's something wrong. I'm saying something's wrong, but like an artist like Tupac have the ability to pull at my heartstrings and my penny strings at the same time. You know, that's what you want as an artist.
And where you are right now, if you sit back, you know what I'm saying? If you sit back like that's kind of like you kind of still kind of low. I would
Who's
put
your
on
friend back there?
Yeah, I would be on a chair. Who's in the background? If you gonna have people in the background,
back there.
you gotta pay attention to your background.
Do he know how to rap?
No,
Them
I'm
niggas
just
rap?
waiting to get done so I
Hey,
can cut
what
his
up,
hair.
Chi-Town?
I'm the barber. I'm just waiting to get done to cut his hair.
What up? You want to give your little shout out? Everybody need a haircut.
Yeah, holiday cuts, Chi-Town, holiday cuts, man.
That's
Come
right,
see your boy.
that's right.
Mickey White, anytime.
You got him looking right.
773
You got him looking right.
341-6736. Call your boy.
All right.
All right.
So next week,
anytime. Full service salon.
Phil should get a free haircut next week for the show. Without shout out.
All his haircuts are free. We waiting on him to get done.
That's how we like. That's love.
Yeah.
So we got 10 minutes. You know how I am. Kosi, is there anything you'd like to tell any of our gentlemen before we all go?
Well, once again, as we always say, guys, practice makes practice. We've given you some tips about where to set up your camera, and I say this, background is everything. People pay attention to everything. Like I've seen that question mark behind Carmen's head. I seen the shell. I see that little yellow thing. I see that everything. People pay attention. I see my boy back there smoking. People pay attention to everything. So you want to make sure what's going on in your background when you're performing is just you. So you got to keep that nice and clean. And you're also going to raise yourself up like you rose your camera up so that we get your whole body. And if you're performing, then you put it there and put it on the tripod and perform. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if it's your boys, whoever's in front of you, you perform. You don't know how many opportunities you're going to get. All right. So every time you hit the stage of Zoom, you don't come half-ass, you come prepared.
Yeah, because I think,
the flow is tight.
Jay,
Oh, no,
I think
the flow's
Jay
tight.
let you see that we're not playing over here.
Right, yeah, because
Jay has been here consistently, and every week he's gotten better. And by his own testimony, come Saturday, somebody's booking him, and I got booked by a hip hop show that I'm going to go ahead and go on for you guys, because I want more hip hop heads to tune in and see what we're bringing, because you're worth it. Right.
Okay, guys, I guess I have to say one thing to Jay. Jay, I need you to clean your camera because you're still kind of, you look a little cloudy. So just make sure you clean your lens, all right? Because so you got to glow. Now your hat's glowing, everything's glowing. The other thing too is check that headset you have because it's kind of neat. There's a little whistle somewhere in there. You might not need that headset, okay? But practice. But I'm hearing something that I didn't hear last week, and I can tell you using something different. But you thanks for listening.
Most definitely.
Yes, I appreciate you, gentlemen, because Kosi will let you have it, mama style, with all love and constructive, and you all receive it with humility, and that's what record producers are looking for.
Ooh, he had a nice butt.
You all.
See what I'm talking about?
Hey,
you know what that going on?
Hey, so I got a message. I got a message from the hater because he couldn't make it tonight. He'll be back next week.
Oh, good.
He'll be back next week. But next week he's gonna bring one of my hip hop brothers through. So I might not be here next week. I'm gonna let my homie get some shine.
My heart is breaking.
I be wanting to let my homie get some shine. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Oh, wait a minute.
We
got somebody coming in to talk with us. We got two people a little late, but I guess better late than never. Medisyne. You're side stepping. There you go. Hey, brother.
Yeah.
There you are. Does everyone know Meds? That's the Chicago connection that fails. Did you get a chance?
What's up, baby girl?
What up?
Did you this is Jay DaSkreet, Meds, and somebody else just came in here. Little 7, little 15. Oh, 17, 10 plus 5 is 15, 16, 17. Little 17. Is
Little
little
17.
17 out there?
Yeah.
Where are you, baby? I don't see him. That's my nephew. But he doesn't have his mic or his okay. I don't know how you gonna spit and you're not here with the mic and a where's little 17 Meds?
17, get on deck.
Thank you for coming to hang with us, Meds. We're not leaving yet, Costa. We got 5 minutes. Medisyne.
No, I guess I have something going on over here. I'll be back.
Okay. Medisyne Works. Thank
Yes.
you for bringing Chicago to Cali. Tell us a little bit about yourself as a rapper. And did you get a chance to hear the battle?
Yeah, I got a chance to hear the battle, most definitely. They both did their thing. You know, they both went hard. Jay, man, bro. Yeah. Hey, for real, I try not to step on no toes and when it comes to spitting no bars, but I might have to jump back on you, bro.
Oh, well, you want to do that right now? Is that what you're trying to say? You want to do that right now?
Another round.
Don't talk about it. He said he got another round in him.
I got another round.
This my brother time. This my little bro time. This my
okay,
brother
so
time.
what you coming back next week?
Yeah, I'll come back next week. I'll come back the week that Jay gonna come back.
Okay. He got you, Jay. You take the challenge, Jay.
I can bring some gray hairs into this thing.
Always, I'm ready. Yeah.
You accept the challenge?
There you go. Slow it down.
I'll be here.
Little 17. That's my nephew. Hey, handsome. You're
Yo.
like that.
Sideways.
Y'all can see me.
Yeah.
You sideways.
So really quick, Paula. I'm so sorry, but I have to go. My husband
I
has
know,
a
10
podcast
o'clock.
that he's doing. So we get ready to
Say
get
bye
going.
to hubby. Let the people know where we can find you.
I had an amazing time. I've got to come back and do this. This is amazing.
Please do.
I'm
glad you
follow my
said that.
Instagram. My Instagram is at Carmen Comedy, CarmenComedy. I've been in Chicago in a couple of months. I want to see all you guys. I got a crazy schedule, so just follow my Instagram. My husband has his podcast coming up next. His Instagram is Nick_Carthan, CarThan. And we've had an amazing time. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for being here with us.
Thank you. Anytime, Paula. I had an amazing time.
I love
you.
We're going to have to plan that vacation.
We definitely will. And I'll call you later tonight, okay? Thanks again for having me.
Love you.
Hi, Carmen.
Yourself off. Beautiful woman. All right. Now, let's, will you introduce us to your handsome son, my nephew? Okay, did you see how dad... Yes, there we go. So I can see your handsome face. That's right. A little more probably, eye level, E. Yeah, well, you know what? That's not my dad should have done it. Dad, so please introduce us to little 17.
Hey, we got also from the LMPG. I gotta say is that was Fells is most definitely one of the artists from LMPG. Up next, we got Lil 17, my son, here to do his thing, representing the Shy.
All right. Well, it's never too late. So you ready to get on now? We'll all put ourselves on mute and you can just, wrap us out and we'll see what you got.
There it is.
All right, but let me get the beat loaded up.
Okay. Well, we don't have Any dead air on this show? Okay.
No, we can keep talking.
We know me and you can talk.
hey, sis. Hey, you know, since it's a little intermission right now, Star Strange, baby girl. You know that's me, right?
How I've seen that. A picture of someone I know holding that. Do you know what that picture is?
I was hoping he was gonna be here.
Well, let's
show
the pic.
I was gonna hit him in the face
remember. Do I have it? Did you send it to me?
I sent it to bro earlier today.
Let me see. Are you queuing it up, little?
All right, y'all ready?
Okay, see, where's Kosi to read you
y'all ready?
About queuing it up? Hold on, I just want to show the people.
That's right.
Who is this? And what is he holding?
Yeah, that's Kurupt, baby.
That's right.
He holding that Star Strange.
Both my brothers collaborating.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready, love 17? Okay.
Hey.
Put myself right.
Come with the pressure and come with the plan. Them rhymes and flows stay in demand. Catch up, don't let them go too far ahead. We're waking up early to count up the bread. Make sure that my whole family get fed. No like around us, please use your head. I don't know if I'm gonna make it to bed, cause it's only too real. Got attributes and new skills. I need a meal. I can't even say how I feel. I'm still with the bros. You know how I go. Straight to the business, I feel like my dad. The flow too cold, I don't know why you mad. Focus on you, cause the time going fast. So I woke up and saw my account didn't double. List 17 in the booth, you in trouble. We can take trips on we have each other. I promise you there's so much to discover. Came with the fire, guys, they lit. Shout out my family, they all represent. We cannot give up all the time we spent. I am an artist, it is what it is. Come with the mix and I come with the twist. You can make a purchase just at the click. You can see the light, it just at the flick. High to the sky, looking over the cliff. Hey, that's right.
That was great.
Dun,
like, I like your chill, laid back flow. My only thing is I want you to put more stank on it. I want you to own it, more confidence. I like the chillness of it. I like that you're owning your breath control. You're really working on that diaphragm, and I can hear that. I appreciated it. Anybody, Kosi, is she still there? I don't know if she's there or not, but I just wanted to let you know.
She had something going on her end.
Yeah, she did say something like that, didn't she, Jay? I just want to let you know. I appreciated that, especially because I've been knowing you for so long. I love that chill ass flow, but I just want you to put more stank on it. Like, you can be chill and still pop those words and emote and make me feel what you're talking about. That's all. That's solid. What would you say?
That's solid. That's solid. I respect that, and that's the truth. Put some stank on it. Keep the stank on it. You can chill. You can chill with it, but you got to put the stank on it so they can feel it every time. Right,
because the chill is sexy. You don't have to be jumping up like the baby or anybody. You can be who you are, but just make sure that we're all feeling it. Okay. All right, then. I think he got the message. Young people.
Yeah.
I tell you. So we're wrapping it up. I love my folks. Fells Obamah, tell us where we can find you, my love.
You can find me on all platforms, really. Instagram is Fells Obamah. Facebook is Fells Obamah. Twitter, TikTok.
Shout out to your gangster Chi-Town crew back there. Love you.
Squad. That's squad.
Squad
back there. LPG.
He don't even see me back there. I'm like, hello. The guy sitting in front of the hair barber.
No, that's my barber.
The guy sitting in front of him. What's up, Nima?
I know why my name. HOLIDAE.
Okay.
CUTTZ. You know what I'm saying? We here.
Okay. Yeah. They're here. I love you guys. I love my Chicago peoples. Lil 17, let us know where we can find you.
Oh yeah, you can find me on Instagram at the official Lil 17, official LILXVII. I got an album coming out soon.
You got
July
the look.
17th. Keep a lookout.
You got the look.
Apple Music, you can find me there
You
as
really,
well.
really do. You're really handsome
You feel
and
me?
very personable.
Hey, and if you ever hear the phrase, "That's right," just understand that sound is me. You
Okay.
feel me? Music on the way. Let's get it.
Okay. That's
LPG.
beautiful. You're phenomenal. I am so excited to hear. Will you bring us a song from your album next week so we can hear what you got laid, what you got on wax, or is it wax anymore on the airwaves?
Yeah,
It's
we still call it wet. It's always wet.
Okay, good. So maybe you can bring us a little something of what you got out, and you too, Jay. And so we got Bernard,
So we bring
Medisyne Works. Yes.
We bring
I'm
our own music next week.
gonna perform one of my joints live next time.
Okay, so next time, you've already said you're not coming on, Jay, because you don't want to take away from some of the other Memphis cats that.
Nah, he called me out. He called me out.
Because I'm like, I don't care if it be 17 little squares up here.
Yeah.
We figure out who's talking, and everybody gets to spit. Everybody has some fun, and everybody gets some shine. That's how I do what I do all the dang on time. See, I'm a poet, and y'all ain't even know it. But we about to be up and out.
Yeah.
Everybody smile pretty for the camera.
You know it.
We love you.